Let's talk about this £2 grand a month living on a budget in London. So I've made a previous video which got quite a lot of views, and it was about a guy actually dating someone and saying they're not going to date because they're only earning £2 grand a month and it's not enough to be able to be dating women in London. That was interesting. I'm actually going to pin that video to this video, but today we're going to talk about breaking down like how much things can cost you and what you need to budget to. So let's get on with the video. But before I do, just want to remind you guys to subscribe to the channel because it helps out my channel, helps push it out to see other people who want to see content like this, and it costs nothing basically. So I'm always going to ask you, I'm going to ask you at the beginning of the video and at the end of the video because you've stayed that long. Appreciate it. That's it. Just do it just like Mike. There you go, you've got it right. So rent and utility, yeah, we want to budget ourselves for £950 a month. That's your rent and your utilities. So whatever utilities comes under, that's you, right? And when it comes to travel, because how are you going to get to the workplace, what you're working at? You need to travel to get there. Travel costs quite a lot inside London, which most people know. So it's a budget of £180. And that leads you up to your belly's getting hungry now because you've been working and stuff like that. So what are you eating? You're eating a budget of £300. So you can't exceed that budget. So don't be trying to get yourself a cheeky little Nando's because it's not going to happen. Right? So we're going to move on now. And when we're looking at phone bill and internet access, yeah, we're looking at £60 a month. So you need to try and get the lowest contract you can for I don't know, £10 a month or something like that. Unlimited calls and texts, EE or something, £10 a month. They do something like that. So you can have a little bit of a saving on there, and you do get some roaming access and all that. So you can get a certain amount of internet access. I know because I have it on one of my other phones. Right. Subscription. So we all subscribe to different things. Some of us subscribe to Netflix. Some of us should subscribe to my YouTube channel because it's just as interesting, but it's real life content. And you can only spend £30 on that bad boy there. Socializing and going out, getting pissed up and getting on the, no, I didn't mean it. You can't get on the gear if you're on that type of, anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. So socializing, we're looking at £200 a month. That's a budget, you know. That might be one date night a month for you. Depends, you know, if you could figure it out. What's this one? And the other one is like miscellaneous, maybe little expansion things. What you might be doing. You've got £130 to spend on little extended things. I don't know. You might buy yourself a used phone or something like that, innit? And that costs £130. That leaves you up with a total of £1,850, and you get to pocket £150. That's how it kind of leads up. But where are you gonna find rented accommodation, yeah, or a room? Bear that in mind, for £950. I don't see where you're gonna find that. Maybe it's they're saying maybe you might get a studio. No, you won't get a studio. It says studio in zone 2 and 3, yeah. So maybe zones 4 and 5 a studio in there, because I don't know if you'll be able to get that. Obviously, you got to pay for Wi-Fi and things like that, innit? So Wi-Fi connection, internet connection could run you around £100 to £150. And the rest is like self-explanatory. You probably be traveling through zones 1 and zone 3. So you buy yourself a travel card, and that works out to be £180 a month. I know travel is quite expensive when it comes to in London. I remember when I used to travel to Liverpool Street, it used to cost quite a lot because I was going there quite often. This is funny because I actually got this concept idea. I wrote it out in ChatGPT, but it's interesting anyway. They say you can shop in Aldi and Lidl's and Tesco's for your weekly shop. That's hilarious. I would not be portraying M&S. I'm definitely going to be shopping at M&S. We're going to be broke if this was me. Yeah, a total of, I don't know how much Netflix is and stuff like that, but they say Netflix and Spotify, that's the monthly subscriptions what you'd be paying out to, and you're looking at slashing that with like your gym. I don't know how much the cheapest gym is. If anyone could let me know how much the cheapest monthly gym membership is, please let me know in the comment section below. And is a round of drinks with your friends in the pub about £30 to £40? Let me know. And I'm not sure if you can even get to go to the cinema for £5 nowadays, can you? That's what it said. Maybe it's looking for deals online. I'm not really sure. But it's interesting to understand that you can budget yourself if you choose to. But I think trying to budget yourself nowadays, when accidents, foreseen things can happen, you could get a fine, you could get a ticket or something like that. Maybe you had a car or something like that, and it would add up, you know what I mean? My suggestion to people is make as much money as you can, yeah, as you're physically able to do. If you're not able to make a lot of money in your 9 to 5, you need to think about your 5 to 9. So that's your time which you've got to yourself, when you can be most active in it. You can get on your hustle. I mean, you might start a YouTube channel, you might start creating content, you might start putting your service out there, what you're doing. So I've been a plumber for 21 years. And when I want to make extra money, all I do is start to put myself out there on my social media page and speak to people, because I do get people that DM me all the time for plumbing jobs and jobs just in general, because they see my platform. So that does double up as an extra boost for me to, you know, advertise myself and tell people about what I do. And hopefully, not hopefully, all the time they come through and they pay. So it's a good way for me to create a certain amount of revenue. But for others, you know, you got to think outside the box. You might be doing like Amazon affiliate or something like that. You never know. I don't know what is actually making the money right now on the side hustles, because I don't really have a main side hustle. I do couple the things what I do, and it works for me. You just got to find a formula which works for yourself, and being understanding about what type of money you have got for the month is very important, because you can overspend at any given time, innit? You could be in Selfridges and go a bit crazy. Do you know what I mean? I've been there, I've done it. I've had that come out with 6-7 bags, you know what I mean? Thinking I didn't need to spend that little quick 1,500, I could have done with that. But it is what it is. I don't take stuff back. We just keep it moving. I appreciate all of the people who have been able to jump into the comment section and drop comments about just how much money they're earning and how they cope with their own spending habits. And it helps others, because people know they're not alone, innit? And when you know you're not alone, it just makes you feel a little bit more easier on you, because some of us are hard up on each other when it comes to not being the person who people expect you to be and having all this money. A lot of people will tell you that money is not everything, innit? But it definitely brings a peace of mind to a lot of situations. You know, you don't have to worry so much. And I suppose until I get there, I'll be worried to a certain degree, but I try not to let it run my life, innit? But now, I just want to tell you guys, make sure you subscribe, like and share, and drop your thoughts and your comments in the comment section below. Let's get it.